after watching the Champions League semi-final second legs, I was thinking to myself, what constitutes a team being a bottle job nowadays? Because everywhere I look on social media, people are just chronically desperate to attach failure to a particular team. I mean, they could come close to winning a trophy and it's, trophyless bottle jobs. You could win a trophy. Yeah, but you didn't win a treble, did you? You didn't win the treble. Yeah, but it was easy, wasn't it? Because the standard is poor. And I just think, how have we got into this position? Like, whatever you think about Arsenal, I did a video simply praising the efforts of the players. And for want of a bit more luck, perhaps, or Saka's open goal miss, if that went in, a different game in the remaining minutes. But they'd overcome Real Madrid to get to that point. They've done so without a recognised striker. Second, maybe third in the league. Semi-final Carabao Cup. Look, by all accounts, that's not terrible, but everyone will make it out to be a failure because we're no longer able to simply watch another English team, for example, without, look, not necessarily wanting them to win, but just wishing them well, not really caring if they win or lose as such, because we have to hate watch, and if we don't hate watch, then how can we be a true fan? Tottenham, for example, make no mistake about it, 90% of fans outside of Tottenham will want Tottenham to lose. So they can say, Tottenham bottled it again, trophyless against Norwegian minnows. Now look at you in the league table. You're supposed to win the Europa League. I thought you was going to win it and all of this. And no one will really give a fair take on a game. It will just be a case of how much abuse can we give. Liverpool have just won the Premier League with games to spare in Arne Slot's first season. That could have gone horribly wrong, taking over from Jurgen Klopp, someone who is revered at Anfield. But he's won them a Premier League. And all I hear on social media is people say, yeah, but didn't win the quadruple, did they? I thought they were going to win the quadruple. That's what fans were saying. That's what some fans say when they get carried away. It shouldn't tarnish what Liverpool have actually achieved this season. And it pains me to say this, but let's be honest, Chelsea are very likely to win the Conference League. And when they do so, all we're going to hear on social media is, yeah, so they should with £1 billion squad in a third-rate European competition. But it's not this side's fault as to what happened last season, as to why they're in the Conference League. They can only beat what's in front of them. And they're very likely to get their hands on another trophy. But if they don't, and they miss out, are they bottle jobs? Or is it that if they get past the semi-final, lose a final, another team might just have been better on the day? I do think there's a select group of sides that notoriously get labelled as bottle jobs, whether you think that's justified or not, Tottenham, Arsenal. But how far do you extend that out? Take Nottingham Forest, for example. They've looked likely to finish in that top four. Until recently, they've dropped out. Now, if they do so, are they bottle jobs? Or have they just come unstuck at a crucial point in the season where they haven't got that experience in knowing what it takes to get over the line to finish in that top four? I mean, they still might do that. But would they be bottle jobs? And well, not in my eyes. I still think it's a fantastic season. And any European football that Nuno Espirito Santo could get Nottingham Forest, I think would be fantastic. It wouldn't be a failure if they didn't get top four, as great as it would be for them to get it. If there's one thing that I learned from the Champions League semi-finals, is that the mentality abroad is so much different to the mentality of English fans towards English clubs. And it transfers massively to the players because there is this expectation that they're going to foul or you want them to foul. And I look at the freedom that some of the teams like PSG, Barcelona, Inter Milan, for example, the freedom that they play with, they could concede 2 goals, they don't care. They're confident they're going to just take control of the game and they're going to do their thing and they will score. And these players play with such less fear. And I can only think it's just this attitude that has just grown and grown when it comes to this negativity, this desperation for absolutely everyone to foul. And it's almost as if these players, these teams expect to foul, just like the England national team, instead of believing that they can really truly succeed.